Hey, what's up, Vesta? Vesta. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let me go to these comments real quick. Let's see what's going on. Oh my gosh, I think we were right, Vestas. I think we was right about a particular topic that we talked about 2 weeks ago. So let me go ahead and go through these slides. And I hope Coach CJ888 is in this room tonight because I told him I was going to do some research, and I did my research. Let me keep pushing so I can get to that part in this live. All right, let's see here. So if you don't know, this is another rumor that's going on that the Cleveland Browns may be interested in Odell Beckham. I don't think that we're going to have the money, and I'm not going to say that he would not contribute to the Cleveland Browns, but with us getting first round picks, we have a first round pick at number 6. We have a first round pick at 24. If they did acquire Odell Beckham, I'm assuming it would be after the draft. I don't see them getting Odell Beckham as free agent before the draft, when we know that we still have to pay some of these draft picks coming in this year. So maybe it's just a rumor, but I just want to go ahead and put it out there that Odell Beckham, there's a rumor going around that he may be interested in the Browns, or the Browns may be interested in him. So we shall see. We shall see what goes on. Hey, you got what I was alluding to. You got what I was alluding to, Faith, okay? And Amber, you got what I was alluding to also, okay? Okay. Let's go, ready for the update. Come on with it. Let's see here. Hey, if you don't know, Kevin Stefanski did not get Joe Flacco, but the Cincinnati Bengals have acquired Joe Flacco and his services and his talents, his veteran talents, week for another year. I think it's for about $6 million. So Joe Flacco once again will be, the Cleveland Browns will be challenged by Joe Flacco's and his veteran hint talents this year. I'm not trying to pick at him, but Joe Flacco is 41 years old. But I guess, okay, I'm leaving it alone. But I'm just assuming they have no other options. Maybe this is an insurance policy. Maybe Joe Barrow is not completely healed, or maybe they know something behind the scenes that we don't know. But they picked up Joe Barrow again. Now, you know, Kevin Stefanski wanted him a few weeks ago, right? We remember that rumor, same timeline when it was rumored that Kevin Stefanski would have picked up Dylan Gabriel. Of course, that hasn't happened. So I would rather Joe Flacco go to the Cincinnati Bengals versus Atlanta Falcons. Okay, the Bengals like, yes, and I think he likes them too. Let's pass on Odell. Listen, I'm just putting the news out there. I'm just putting the news out there. And I don't want him, me personally, put it out on Front Street. I do not want him in the Cleveland Browns locker room. No. This is a rebuilding year. We are trying to establish dominance with Shedeur Sanders. We don't need no more. We don't need Odell Beckham. So let somebody else get Odell Beckham. Okay, maybe the Patriots or somebody, but not the Cleveland Browns. I'm just putting it out there. Okay, I don't know who started it, but I just put it out there. Don't beat me up, Vestas. Listen, don't beat me up, Vestas. I'm just reporting the news. I just saw the clip and I said, Odell Beckham. I said, okay, that's like Stephon Diggs. And maybe it was just an article that somebody wrote. Remember when Stephon Diggs got released about the Patriots? They was like, yeah, maybe the Browns could offer Stephon. No, we don't want that over here. 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 I'm not going to break up nobody else, but we don't want that over here. This is Shedeur Sanders' domain. We're focused this year. We're locked in this year. We don't need none of that over here. Okay, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, diva, you right. Let it be a diva. Let it be a diva. Listen, we don't need no divas on the Cleveland Browns. Kevin Stefanski was the diva from last year. Let's put it out there. We don't need a diva this year. We need warriors. We need soldiers. We need somebody that's going to go ahead and bring in that winning record. Kevin Stefanski was the diva last year, okay? We going to keep pushing. Huh. Oh, so Shiloh Sanders. Let me go and get right here. We don't need digs up. Right. Right. We don't need another winner. Neither one. Yes, Miss Tony, you may hit the nail on the head about Shedeur Sanders. Listen, listen, that video is still getting views. So many people. It was a under that video that I posted last. Man, let me tell you one thing, Faith. Let me go and take Shiloh down for a second. Faith, let me tell you something. So many people, I don't even think they subscribed yet, but Faith investors. I'm getting so much interaction after that video. A lot of people is saying, "Oh my gosh, hey, I'm not taking none of the glory. All I'm doing is just telling what comes down. It came down in my spirit and soul after I woke up that particular day. I said, hold on, is this what was going on? Because I still want to talk about it. It's something there because I'm thinking now. Think about this now. What are the chances that every morning that Shedeur Sanders goes to the Cleveland Browns Berea or wherever campus, what was it called? Oh God, management campus or some type of campus, whatever the name of it is. And Kevin Stefanski happens to be there every morning. Like I've heard players go in and they start, they treatments and they warm ups and, they start doing physical conditioning, everything. But every morning that Shedeur Sanders is there, Kevin Stefanski is there also. And Shedeur is in Kevin Stefanski's office. Remember, Myles Garrett put that out there. Every morning they would go into, let's say their training camp or training area or whatever. Even Myles Garrett said every time they would walk by the door, Shedeur Sanders is in Kevin Stefanski's office, not in the gym, not getting therapy, not talking to other coaches, but the head coach. I'm gonna leave it alone. 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 Man, listen, listen. I mean, he's cute, but sit down. Who's cute, Amber? Amber, who's cute? Please, ooh, Amber, who you talking about? See, you finna, Amber. Who you talking about? Hold on, let me go read these chats. I know you're talking about Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski is cute. Who is cute? I don't know who's cute. I'm gonna leave y'all to that. But I'm trying to okay, let me go ahead and put these slides back up here. So if you don't know Evelyn, one of our favorite investors, one of our day one investors, I come into the chat. Miss Evelyn left a comment about 11 o'clock last night. Let me go ahead and put her chat up here. Look at Evelyn. She's saying, I'm saying it now. Shiloh Sanders will be your Cleveland Browns. If you don't believe me, just watch Bam Bam that part holler. Come on, Evelyn. Evelyn dropping bombs 11 o'clock at night. So wherever she is, just make sure you tell her. I read her comment that she left for me almost 12 hours ago. No, 24 hours ago, okay? Oh, boy. Shedeur was smart to do that. That way he couldn't say he just didn't understand the plays. You're right about that. But whoever was speaking in the building and telling the Cleveland media's that lying narrative, whoever it was, they were spinning it, okay, to say Kevin Stefanski's. He don't even have a reputation, but to spare Kevin Stefanski of the embarrassment of saying that Shedeur Sanders is going in mentoring Kevin Stefanski, okay? But yeah, and you know what? And Shedeur Sanders, he probably also went in there to show that, hey, he's willing to put in the extra work. And who knows? Somebody just could have spent it, lied on him and everything else. But I really think that Kevin Stefanski had called him in there under the guise of, get this, y'all, under the guise of, I'm going to help you understand this. I know you're a fifth round pick. I think you got some weaknesses. Let's come in my office. Let's talk about it. No, a lot of people do that. I know y'all seen it on the movies. It happened in real life. You think somebody's calling you in your office to speak about, let's say, some potential improvement steps and tasks that you need to do. In the meantime, they're asking you questions about this scenario, that scenario. What they're really doing, they're stealing your talents and they're stealing your ideas. I know y'all have seen that before, investors. I know who my audience is. We have seen that happen before. If you haven't, I know you don't seen it in the movie before. That's all Kevin Stefanski was doing. That's all he was doing, okay? Odell. Oh, Odell, listen, Amber, no, you don't know what I know about them. You don't know what I know about them. Ooh, I ain't gonna say nothing on it. Thank you, Mita Lee. Thank you, Mita Lee. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see here. I remember when Kevin was trying to talk to Shedeur in the Bengals game, and he put the heads on the top. Was that the game? Was that the last game? I remember seeing that. I do remember seeing that. I thought it happened even before the Bengals game, if you're talking about the last game. But I think that happened before the last game. But it's no listen. Kevin Stefanski, all he's doing in Atlanta, he is learning to adapt like a chameleon. That's all it is. In Atlanta, the things that we saw that him doing in Cleveland, he know that it looked bad as the head coach. All he's gonna do, he's gonna mask that in Atlanta with Alex Phelps, whatever his name is. Okay, I'm just ready for the dates to come out regarding 2026 regular season. And so we can start planning the watch parties. And I can start planning. I'm not traveling this Sunday. If you want me to travel on Sunday, you got to send me on Saturday because I'm not missing the watch party that the Vestas are going to do for 2026. I'm sorry. We're not going to do it. All I need is that schedule to come out so I know how to plan my travel plans. You hear what I'm saying? That's all I need. Let's keep pushing. But I hope that Shiloh Sanders becomes the Cleveland Browns. Now, while that has not been publicized yet, I don't know. And guess what, Vestas? Guess what? I don't even know if y'all gonna remember this. I don't know if I should bring this up or not. Now, I know 420, I know she was in that chat, that live, and I know it was a TDP 1214 or 1224 that was in that live when I talked about what Shiloh Sanders had said to Shedeur Sanders at his birthday party. Well, I don't know if it's a rumor or not. I have not watched the clip, but I saw a title, and it could have been clickbait, so I don't know. Allegedly, it could have been clickbait. But why somebody had put out on that thumbnail in that title that Shedeur Sanders may be off the market soon. That Shedeur Sanders is talking about marriage. And if y'all know that live that I was talking about around their birthdays, come on with it, investors. Hey, I ain't gonna say no more. I need to go out and do my research, okay? I need to go ahead and do my research, okay? You're right, Tony. That's a great take. Listen, we did that together, Vestas. My boss does it all the time. Come on with it, Amber Love. And don't you? Okay. So I'm not the only one that knows that goes on in corporate world, around the corner, down the highway, down the hallway. It happens all the time. People from the top, they'll lean on the ones, I'm not going to say at the bottom, but the least of them to steal the ideas to stay on top, and they try to take all the credit for it. Kevin Stefanski, we shall see. That's right. Tell him, Tony. Okay, ain't the only one. I would love to see Shiloh and Shedeur on that team before the Styles brothers get drafted. And we're talking about in less than 30 days. I wanted to go ahead and be announced that Shiloh Sanders have been picked up so Shedeur and Shiloh can be the 401st brother team in the NFL, okay? So we're just going to continue to speak that into existence. He did something about marriage. So that is true, Vestas. Okay. Well, do y'all know what I had said that I had dreamed about around that time, Vestas? And if y'all remember, just put it in the chat. If not, I'm going to say that for later. But Vestas, I know 420 did it, and maybe Faith was in there. And beloved, I don't know if you had found me by that time, but I said something in that live that was profound. Yes, ma'am. I can't wait till the game schedule come out. I need Shedeur and Cleveland to get some back on. Yes. What's up, lady? Listen. I hope it's early in the season too. What's up, lady of elegance? Did you have great No, that wasn't me. That was me to love. I'm on travel. That's me to love. She is the singer of the Vestals. That's not me, Miss Lady of Elegance. That's not me. Kevin Stefanski is a fraud. We already know that. Yes, ma'am, I did. Oh, okay. I'm just jumping in y'all conversation. My bad. Shedeur is focused. He's not getting married until it is where he wants to be first. I can't see right now. Where Maria? Maria. Maria. Okay. For the Vesta that was in there and probably forgot, and for the new Vestas, there's a video I did on Shiloh Sanders' birthday. It was a live. It's not a video. So go to the live around on Shiloh Sanders' birthday. Shiloh Sanders' birthday, not Shedeur Sanders' birthday. And I was speaking about and giving my commentary on the birthday party that Shiloh gave Shedeur, and in that same birthday party that they did in Dallas. And listen, I got a couple more days here. I do plan to find out where Deion Sanders is there. Hopefully I don't get arrested, but I just want to do a drive-by and honk and beep, beep, and keep riding, okay? I do want to find out where that estate is. But in that particular live, where Shiloh hosted a birthday party for Shedeur, it was some things said at the table. And for some reason, on that particular day, I let the cat out the bag about a dream that I had probably about a week and a half before their birthday party. I had dreamed, and it was so real. That Shedeur Sanders was about to be a dad. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm gonna let it go. Shedeur Sanders, in my dream, was about to be a dad. He said that you can't always plan things with relationships with the okay. Now I'm hearing that he's talking about marriage. Okay, don't get arrested, Miss Faye. Listen, the only way I get arrested if I accidentally meet up with Amber Love because her energy is strong and she get me in trouble in Dallas. Okay, but besides that, I'm gonna stay in my hotel room because these people out here crazy, y'all. I saw it. Shiloh is out of the Listen, okay, but that dream, Shiloh Sanders didn't come in my dream trolling me. I know what I saw in that dream. I believe you, Tony. Listen, what's up, Peter? Hold on, I missed somebody. Hold on, I get arrested. Listen, I'm not trying to definitely not get arrested in the Longhorn State. Okay, I was stationed out here in Texas, so I know Texas can get you in trouble. Okay, Deion already told those boys not to marry until they finish their football career. I get that. Yes, Miss Lady of Elegance, especially with Shedeur Sanders being so young in his career. But let me tell you one thing. You can have all the plans in your written out to the T. But guess what? Life is going to happen. Life is going to happen. Okay? And we're gonna leave it like that. Okay, life is gonna happen. So, but if it is true that, you know, as far as I know of, he's a red-blooded, young, handsome man, right? And life is happening. So I feel like if he's talking about marriage, that means that maybe somebody has gotten accidentally pregnant and he wants to do the right thing by the young lady. We just talking right now. We just talking. But I remember at the Pro Bowl, he said he wants to have a kid. I played that video. He wants to have a kid. And then it was around the same time I dreamed that he had a kid, and now he's talking about marriage. We're talking, the Pro Bowl was just in what, February? The Pro Bowl was what, 30 days back, 45 days in February. Now all of a sudden he's talking about marriage. We just putting the pieces together. But this is one thing I do like about Shedeur. Even if he's just talking, and even if my dream was just a dream, I like the fact that him and Shiloh is having this mindset about life and relationships. They're not around here talking about women and being womanizers, and just out here in the streets just living ruthless, So I just wish them the best. I wish all young men the best. I believe you, Tony. I don't know what you talk about. Oh, you get me in trouble. Peter Supernatural. What's up? How you doing? I'm good. I won't get you in trouble. We shall see. I'm gonna email you tonight. Hey, I put it like this. I'm in Dallas, Allen. and I'm gonna email you tonight, okay? Amber Love get turned up quick. I believe, yeah. Amber, I get that it's true either way. I wish him the best. Yes, I will always support. Always support. LOL. They keep. I'm trying to tell you, they keep saying things, and these are men. And normally women we drop clues like this, but for them, for young men to be saying these type of things, they're dropping hints, just like the Cleveland Brown organization. And hold on, Amber Love, I got something for you. You brought this up. Hold on, let me go ahead and play this real quick. Listen, Cleveland may want to act like they dumb, but just like Shedeur Sanders and Shilo Sanders is dropping nuggets in the street, even if it's, let's say, in the future, near future, 1-2 years from now. Listen, if you're not catching the clues, don't be like the Cleveland Brown media that's not catching these clues that the Cleveland Browns is putting down, okay? And shout out to Amber Love for sending me this clip out 3 to 4 days ago. And here we go, y'all. If you didn't see this video from the Cleveland Browns, the actual Cleveland Browns YouTube page, here we go. Let me turn this volume down. Here we go.
Browns quarterback. Football has always been a part of Sanders' life. His father, Dion, is a member of both the Pro Football and College Football Hall of Fame, and from an early age, Shedeur learned what preparation, accountability, and confidence demand, and how necessary they are if you're going to stay in the bright lights.
A lot of people don't understand it's a lot more adversity than you think, just even being the son of Deion Sanders.
At Trinity Christian High School in Texas, with Dion calling the offense, Shedeur led his team to a state championship while developing the calm, controlled style that would define his game. That approach carried over to college. Across seasons at Jackson State, Sanders posted a 23-3 record as a starter, becoming one of the most efficient quarterbacks in college football. In 2022, he was named SWAC Offensive Player of the Year, but he craved a bigger stage. In 2023, Sanders took his game to Colorado and changed the program's trajectory. Over 2 seasons, he rewrote the school's record book, finishing his career as Colorado's all-time leader in passing touchdowns. In 2024, he posted a 165.9 passer rating and earned Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year honors. The NFL draft didn't go as anyone expected, least of all Shedeur. But he stayed ready, and when the call came from the Browns with the 144th pick, Sanders knew he'd found an opportunity. Draft position only defines where the journey starts. Down that road, learning the NFL game, staying prepared, and striking when the moment was right. By the end of the year, in 8 games, Shedeur threw for 1,400 yards and 7 touchdowns and was named to the Pro Bowl as a reserve. To decompress off the field, Shedeur trades one stage for another, expressing himself through music. It's another reflection of confidence built through preparation. The only attention he's truly seeking is to the details.
And like I said, Vestas, that was the Cleveland Browns YouTube page itself. So if the Cleveland Browns media, the Cleveland media want to continue to play ignorant, let them play ignorant, okay? But the Cleveland Browns is already telling us who is who, okay? We just don't know. I think now this conversation is about who's actually going to be QB2, which I think is going to be Watson, and Dylan Gabriel is going to be 3 if he stays on the team. So the Cleveland Browns, let him play stupid. Let him play stupid. Let him play stupid. Maria, we just talking, Maria. Let's see. Shilo asked him when he was going to public with his girl, and then he said, "When you're getting married." Oh, I need to see her. I need to watch that clip and see her, because the young lady in my dream, I saw her as clear as day. But if y'all want to hear the details about that dream, I'm gonna bring that up after the end of the live. Okay, we'll talk about it at the end of the live. Okay. I saw everything. Okay. Okay. Amber Love, I caught that. I thought that. Listen, Shilo Sanders, if he did say that, we're talking about 30 days ago during their birthday. Shilo Sanders had said at the party when Shedeur Sanders said, "Hey, guess what, man?" And Shilo said, "You're having a baby." And if you didn't see Shedeur Sanders' face, like, bruh, why are you Why you put me out there on Front Street? You need to go back and watch Shedeur Sanders' body language. Body language. And I'm going to let it go now, Vesters. I'm going to let it go, Vesters. What's up? What's up? Blind Beauty is big time. I'm glad you found me in this different time zone, okay? Now, Peter, at some point, it's not trolling. What's going on? What? Remember when? Okay. Remember when Shedeur said, "I have a surprise for Shiloh." Okay, Dad, go. Okay, I didn't even read this comment. Yes, that is true. Shiloh Sanders said that people play. They try to pretend like they're playing, but they actually dropping truth in those. Remember what they said? A joke is 95% joking, but even a joke has some truth in it. Come on now, Shiloh Sanders telling Shedeur Sanders business. That's why I know Shedeur Sanders is QB1. Correct, Shedeur Sanders is QB1. They didn't mention his. Listen, maybe who put that together was probably trying to rush something out, because you're right, they left that out, and they also left some other things out. But maybe they was like, maybe Andrew Berry said, "Hey, look, I'm tired of Tony Talks Vested Up calling me out, and hey, y'all go ahead and put this short out." But trust me, Peter, this is not the only one that's going to be coming out this year. And trust me, once I get on that phone and talk to Andrew Berry tonight, I'm like, look, one of my investors brought up that you left out one of Shedeur Sanders' nods. Also, they should include the Heisman nod. And once again, I hope Coach CJ888 is in this room, because we're about to talk about these quarterbacks that won the Heisman, because I found some examples that Mendoza needs to be worried about, investors, and that's what I'm trying to get to. Let's see. Good evening, everyone. What's up, Donald C? What's up, Donald C? He definitely said that Shiloh is here. Okay, Donna, see? Oh, y'all coming in at the right time, because I'm about to get into this. You peep that. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you. Okay, the Vestas found me in here. Now, one thing about StreamYard Vestas, and I definitely want to tell you this. I am looking behind the scenes. This is not like StreamYard. In StreamYard, I can make certain Vestas mods. I'm saying YouTube. In StreamYard, I have not found that yet. But once I find that service or ability, trust me, and I hope I find it before this weekend, I will have mods. And I tell you what, as long as they're not disrespectful in the chat, let them talk, because guess what? Believe it or not, I know that you know who MD comes in here and he likes to disrupt the peace. But guess what? I think he is needed, because once we continue to grow, that one will probably become 100. Okay. And I see that moving forward, especially when it comes to the draft, especially when it comes to 2026 preseason, especially when it comes to the regular season. So guess what? All we about to do, we about to practice on shutting them down in this chat. But once I find out how to make y'all mods, trust me, do as you will. Make it happen. Okay, Vestas? Make it happen. She called him, you know who. Nah, dog, 2020. That's probably what he be drinking when he come in here. MD 2020. Shedeur said he had to be quiet because people backdoor him and lost his trust. In life, sometimes we go through lessons, and I'm glad that this is a lesson that Shedeur Sanders learned in his rookie year versus getting his second contract and didn't know that the snakes was actually in his garden, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm glad that Shedeur Sanders, even though it was a trying time and he had to experience that his first rookie year along with a coach that was sabotaging him, I'm glad that he learned it early. And now once he started getting all of his money and all that back pay that we projected for the second NFL contract, all the snakes will be out the garden. Shedeur Sanders will be able to live and thrive in something. God darn it, I know Tony Talks didn't say nothing. Oh my. Let me keep pushing. Not the Listen, y'all telling y'all age. And untold minds too. Justice, untold minds too. Let's see here. Right, practice. I ain't messing with y'all. I gotta focus. I can't mess with y'all. Let me go back to this. So there you go. So I know that when I was traveling this weekend, some podcasters they was reporting that rumors was going around that Shiloh Sanders was going to join Shedeur Sanders as a Cleveland Brown. We just waiting on the news. We just waiting on the news. Matter of fact, hold on, Vestas. Let me do something right now because I need to focus. Let me see if the number 28 or the number 21 is available in the Cleveland Browns uniform. Let's see here, Vestas. Let me go ahead and do a quick jersey search for that roster. Let's see if number 21 is available. Number 21. Let's see if Shiloh Sanders can come in. Oh, 21 is gone. That's Denzel Ward. Let's see if 28 is available. Come on, Shiloh. We're going to speak this into existence tonight. I'm in Dallas too, and we're about to push this through the universe, Shiloh. Come on with it. And if you're at the compound, when I swing by, because I know you're watching this live, when I swing by and honk the horn, just honk back, okay, and keep rolling. All right, that's all I want. As of 2025 offseason cornerback, oh my gosh, they just re-signed Trey Avery. Trey Avery wears the number 28. So if that's the case, Shiloh Sanders will not wear 28 or 21, okay? So Shiloh Sanders will have to pick another number. Shiloh Sanders have to pick another number. But guess what? It's all good. It's all good. There go that coach. There go that coach. You came in here at the right time because I did my homework based off that last live. Ooh, I got some information for you. Hold on, let me go to it. I think it's next. That MD. Yeah, listen, y'all don't have no drink tonight, okay? Y'all. I thought people wasn't gonna pick that up. Peter, who a student got lit off. Oh gosh. Hey, coach, hold on. I got your notes. Shiloh came on. Shiloh Sanders is in the room. Put that orange one. Oh, gosh. I'm not doing this. Put that orange one in the McDonald's cup back in the day. Looked like orange. So, listen, I used to like the strawberry one. Anything that looked red, like Kool-Aid. Orange one, I only did that a few times. I had to let it go. Let me tell you one thing. The first time I had that, I ain't gonna say that. Never mind. What hood is down the road? Hold on. Maybe he will be 12. Now listen, that is another discussion. That has happened this week. And so if my girl, What She Said Sports is in here or watch this video, this replay, I had said that Shedeur Sanders, I'm thinking that Shedeur Sanders would wait to maybe his second contract in order to make that switch. But then I was saying, no, then I heard today off of Debo and Joe that Abdul Carter that plays for the Giants, I think he's playing for the Giants, he is going back to number 3, which is the number that Russell Wilson had while he was at the Giants. So then I started thinking about, I said, well, guess what? If Shedeur Sanders did want to go back to 2, Vestas, this would be the time for him to go back to 2, because who's to say, well, I would think if anybody got drafted this year or next year or the last year of his rookie contract, nobody should dare ever attempt to even wear number 2. Now, Shedeur Sanders does not have to actually switch out jersey numbers this year in order to secure number 2. He already got Todd Monken. He already got Andrew Berry. Who we talking about? Jimmy Haslam. Nobody's going to let nobody get number 2. Okay, so Shedeur Sanders doesn't need to panic. So I think Shedeur Sanders, me personally, I think Shedeur Sanders already has number 2 in his house, in his closet. He just not have decided to wear it yet, okay? But I think he's going to wait for his second, number 2, his second NFL career. Do you see how I'm putting this together? His second career, he changed to number 2, but maybe I'm just talking. Oh, y'all are still, oh my, Amber Love, my freshman year. God, boy, y'all are still going on about this. Boy, Diggs is good. Listen, but we don't need the distractions, and he is a diva. Odell Beckham is a diva, and Diggs is a diva, okay? We got time for that. Oh, my ex is a Q, and that's why I'm single. See, I'm not meeting you in Dallas. Nah. Listen. Oh my God, I see that. Oh gosh. See, y'all should just let that go. Amber, I never drank with him. He should change his number because he played terrible with. So, Vestas, we about to keep pushing, okay? Because coach is in this room and I want to go ahead and do this homework. And also, if you don't know this, when I did a live about a week ago, it was an estimated guess. This is actually written. Hopefully, this is true. Gosh, y'all messed me up. The Colorado Buffaloes Pro Day is next week on the 31st. So if that's going to be televised, I will be doing a watch party. Excuse me, Vestas. I will be doing a watch party, and Kaiten Salter, they said that he will also showcase his talent, so we shall see, okay, Vestas? But I need to check some stuff and check the dates, and if that is true, I'll definitely be doing a watch party. Yeah, stay away, Peter. Y'all got me crying. Y'all done messed me up. Oh, gosh, Jesus. Ooh, Donna C, don't start, because I know you'll start cussing people out without a drink. Don't do this, Donna C. Don't let me keep pushing through these slides real quick. All right, so Coach CJ888. When I say that I'm going to do some homework, and you should know me by now, I'm going to do some homework. So I was bringing up that, what's his name? Mendoza, the number one projected draft pick. We was going through what PFF said about all those quarterbacks. We talking about Mendoza. We talking about Carson Beck. We talking about Taylor Green. We also talking about, what's his name? Todd Simpson, the one that's flirting with the Cleveland Browns so much. And one of his weakness for Mendoza was, remember, he only took 2 snaps under center. So I say, okay, let me go ahead and oblige one of them Vestas called Coach CJ888. And let me see how many, because he won the Heisman. I said, let me see how many quarterbacks have won the Heisman, right? With few snaps under center, and let's see where their career went to. Coach, make sure you get your notes, your drink, and your vest, because this right here is for you. Let's go ahead and talk about Andrew Ware. Woo! Out of all the years that he played, right? Because he had very few under center moments. He only had what? 1,112. We got a number 12 in the room. He only had 5 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. Do you see where his career, what he had maybe 4 or 5 years, 4 years in the NFL, and he was gone. I'm going to get to something. Okay, make sure you take your notes now. Take your notes. Since you said that Mendoza was we're going to talk about it. All right. Now, Charlie Ward, right? This is another quarterback. And let me tell you what they said now. Because I don't want to make this up now. I'm not making nothing up. I did my homework for you. Charlie. Let's go ahead, Charlie Ward. Now listen, you could be like, Tony Talks Vested Up. You must have had something to drink before I did this live, because that's an NBA player. Guess what, Vestas? I agree with you. Now, I didn't have a drink yet, but that is an NBA player. Why do I have him up there if I'm talking about all the quarterbacks that won a Heisman Trophy that had less snaps on the center? Why is he up here? Because when he found out what the NFL, I'm not going to put that out there, but I think because he knew that that was a weakness in his playing styles, he decided to go to the NBA instead of the NFL because he had so few snaps on the center. All right, let's keep pushing. All right, Coach, I hope you're taking notes, Coach. I hope you're taking notes. All right, who is this right here? Oh, Tim Tebow. Now, when I looked up Tim Tebow, because his name also came up, what did it say about Tim Tebow? Tim Tebow. Now, in the beginning, when I first looked up Tim Tebow stats, I was really confused because I'm like, I know Tim Tebow name, I know he was a quarterback, but why is ESPN is putting his position as tight end? I said, well, what's going on? I thought maybe it was a joke or somebody if I had went onto the spoof site, but no, ESPN actually has Tim Tebow, a quarterback, as a tight end. When Tony Talks Vested Up, what happened? Well, this was also another quarterback in college that did not play on the center a lot. And do you see his stats? Out of all the, 3 years that he's been here, right? Tim Tebow, only had 3 years, as far as I know of, okay, in the NFL. All right, do you see those stats? Okay, I'm trying to go somewhere. Then also, because he couldn't make it as quarterback, he joined. Well, I guess he was an undrafted free agent with the a free agent with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Well, his dream was to be in the NFL so much, he decided to come back and reclass as a tight end. And let me show you his stats, okay? These are his stats. 0, 0, 0, 0. Let me move this. 0, 0, 0, 0. Now, why am I bringing this up? I think it's only 2 more players, and then I'm going to hit my notes. Let me see. Oh gosh, why did I don't got Donna C message up there that whole entire time? All right, let's keep going. All right, so here is Mendoza. So these are slides that we went over the last live, okay? Remember that weakness right there? Only took 2 snaps on the center. No, that's a strength. Here we go. Only took 2 snaps on the center. So what am I trying to get at? Listen, just like Chris Ballard had said, for all the quarterbacks, not just alluding to Ty Simpson, for all the quarterbacks, he wished they would stay in college a little bit longer for experience. I just went through, I think, about 4 or 5 quarterbacks, right, that won the Heisman, just like Mendoza. But because they didn't have that experience on a center, do you see how short their NFL career was? So warning, warning, warning. All right, let me go ahead and go to the chats real quick. Let me go ahead and go to the chats. Hey, Donna C, I'm gonna have to watch you, Donna C. Donna C, not you. Oh, wait, let me catch these. I can't mess with y'all Vestas. I have rinse and ready. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Make sure you have me a cup too. I ain't said that out loud though. Make sure you got me a cup. Y'all turn up in. Okay, Miss Donna. I'm rooting for Salter. Hopefully he has a good agent. I hope so too. He may be an undrafted free agent after last year's performance. But guess what, Maria? Like we discussed before, if Salter, and this is what they didn't want Shedeur Sanders. Hold on. Oh, see, let me move my picture back up here. Hold on. So, believe it or not, this is why they didn't want Shedeur Sanders to be an undrafted free agent, okay? He'll be able to go whatever team he wants to try out for and be a free agent. With Salter, because of what happened last year, I'm wishing that definitely for Salter. I do not want him to get drafted. I want him to choose wherever he wants to go. And guess what? If undrafted free agent, I don't know what the salary was for undrafted free agent, but it still can't be as bad as what Shedeur Sanders is getting, $4.6 million for 4 years. Dylan Gabriel, even being drafted at round 3, I think his salary is only like, well, 5.6, 5.9, maybe a 6.1 million. So, I mean, at least Salter would be in the environment and with a team that he wants. And they know who Salter is, even though he had one bad year. You can't deny the fact that when he got the right teammates and in the right environment, Salter can be a deadly quarterback. So I wish him the best. Charlie Ward was a dog. In college he was, but because he did not decide to go to the NFL. Sincere Brown was excellent. Now, you're right. Sincere Brown was excellent, and they definitely underutilized Sincere Brown last year. What they was doing to that wide receiver, Pat Schumer needs to be, I can't even say that word on YouTube, but Sincere Brown, he's like 6'9", 6'8". I mean, with blazing speed, I don't know what. Last year, they should have scratched that. Faith, I agree. He would be a nice target for Shedeur. It would be nice if he was at CU and Shedeur was like, ooh, yeah. Sincere Brown, yes. Shedeur is going to be able to name his price after this season. Listen, most definitely. We already talked about that. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for it to happen, Donna C. Yes, it's fast and can get separation. I'm excited about this year for Colorado and Cleveland. Okay, let's keep pushing. Hey, Coach C, did you have all your notes? Did I answer your question? Do you see why do you see why everybody? Well, not me, because he's not my quarterback. But do you see where Mendoza and Ty Simpson is going to have issues in the NFL? Because if they go round one, just like the GM Chris Ballard had said, when you're drafted round one, it is expected for you on that first regular game to go out and perform. And do you think Ty Simpson and also Mendoza, especially with the Raiders, is going to go out there and actually perform and get a winning record next year? This year, and you only took so many snaps under center? Oh, okay. We shall see. We shall see. Let's keep pushing. And this Ty Simpson, we already talked about Ty Simpson. Oh, this is another one for you, Coach JC. This is Danny Warfel. Actually, he is a Cleveland Brown, but do you see his career? Every other year he was switching teams because he could not get under center effectively. Okay. Once again, he won the Heisman. So all of these ex-players I'm talking about, they won Heisman as quarterbacks, but because they didn't have the experience under center, their NFL career suffered. They definitely was collegiate standouts because they won the Heisman, but because they couldn't get comfortable under center in the NFL, they only had basically a rookie career, and then they was going out of the NFL. Coach, I hope you're taking notes, Coach. Here's another one. Gino, do you see his stats, right? This is another quarterback that also won the Heisman, took very few snaps on the center. Do you see his stats? His NFL stats, okay? Jason White. Now, Jason White, the reason why I got his stats from college, do you see what numbers he put up in college? He won the Heisman also. But guess what? Is this the one? I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one that didn't even get drafted in the NFL because he had a major injury. Even though he won the Heisman, he didn't get drafted because his major injuries, and he never even played a game in the NFL. Okay, so his situation is different. But I'm just telling you, the other ones actually went to the NFL and they couldn't do nothing because they didn't have experience on the center. And you mean to tell me Mendoza only had 2 snaps on the center in college, and you think he's about to translate that over to the NFL? We shall see this year. Here's another one. Here's Ty. Let me go ahead and move this picture over here. Here's Ty. Do you see his stats, right? So his stats was actually a little bit better, but look at his career history. Look at all them team changes. Do y'all see those team changes? Y'all see them team changes? Oh, I think he was the one with the Cleveland Browns. But I'm proving a case here. So Mendoza, he better start getting under center and learn how to get under center quick. Oh, so this is what I want to get to. Hold on, before I start here, Vestas, because this is something else we talked about, and this is what I was alluding to at the beginning of this live, and I'm not going to keep you that long, maybe another 10 or 15 minutes, but something else came out, Vestas, and trust me, Vestas, we hit on something. And remember, I did 2 lives. It kept coming back. I said, I can't let this go. But hold on, before I continue that, let me go back to the chat so I can catch up. Ooh, what I heard today regarding Maxx Crosby. Hold on. I'm rooting for Salted. Yeah, okay. Charlie was a dog. Okay. Let's see here. Shedeur. Yes. We are wishing Shedeur all the best this year. Yes. We are wishing, a great year for QB1. Yes. I think Mendoza can learn to play under the system. Yeah, I hope so. But he better be learning now. Remember when Tom Brady said he couldn't wait to get Mendoza in the stadium or rookie minicamp? I think this is why, because he knows that that's a weakness. Tom Brady said he can't wait to start working with Mendoza. Mendoza said he can't stop. He can't wait. He's excited to work with Tom Brady. It's because they know that this is a major discrepancy in his play. All right. So Mendoza, Tom Brady. Matter of fact, if Tom Brady was already working with Shedeur Sanders in high school, you can't tell me that Tom Brady is not already working with Mendoza in the background if they're going to draft him as number 1. Okay. Tom Brady is probably already working with Mendoza. I think that they're choosing these guys to justify. Could be. Could be. You know, that's a conversation. Right, Miss Tony Stefanski is a fraud. We know that that's been established. But you just wait. You just wait to 2026. I can't wait till it all crumble. Now, Vestas. Hold on, Vestas. Okay. Now listen. Remember when we talked about Maxx Crosby, right? Remember when it came out remember I said that no other team had, for some reason, they did not offer a trade for Maxx Crosby. And remember I talked about Skip Bayless was mad because he believed that Jerry Jones should have offered, well, he knew that Jerry Jones was making offers to try to get Maxx Crosby. Well, this just came out today. Let me go ahead and pull this down. Look at the date of the screenshot. This just came out today that the Dallas Cowboys, they offered the Raiders 3 different offers to try to acquire Maxx Crosby. All right, why am I bringing this up? Hold on, let me go ahead and reestablish my footing, okay? So, of course, the Baltimore Ravens at that time, they won the offer, or they accepted the offer because they was going to be able to get the Raiders was going to trade Maxx Crosby there, so they was going to get 2 first-round picks this year for Maxx Crosby. I'm hearing that the Dallas Cowboys was going to offer them the number 12 pick this year, number 12, and also a pick for this year. We already know that deal did not go through. The Baltimore Ravens reneged. There's so many speculations on what happened, okay? I even think that Maxx Crosby was looking at my theory on what happened regarding Tom Brady killing the deal. Put in the chat if you remember when I discussed in the live that I think it was Tom Brady that killed that deal in the background. Well, Tony Talks, I remember it. So you could be a investor that remember it, or you could be a investor that did not remember this. And guess what? I am in Dallas. Y'all. I'm in Dallas. So I think I'm on something, right? I'm trying not to say so much, but let me see if y'all remember. Okay, you remember. As long as I got one remember, that means I got 1,000 that remember. Okay, yes, I believe you're right. Okay, here we go. So since I got some investors that remember me saying that about Tony, I'm about to say Tony, Tom Brady killing this trade because for some reason he may have had a personal vendetta against Maxx Crosby. Well, guess what I heard today? Out of Maxx Crosby's own mouth, and this is what we're about to dissect, but it came from a clip that I got from 4-1, and shout out to Cam Newton because I love the way they be talking about football and them stories and all the little other details and everything like this. But let me go ahead and play this clip so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And we're going to talk about this because Maxx Crosby said some things, but he didn't say some things, but he said enough. Let's go ahead and talk about this. Let me go ahead. Come on, Cam, come on to the stage real quick. Come on, talk to me.
Your truth, my truth, and then the real truth. You know what I'm saying? So Maxx Crosby tells his side of the Ravens' failed trade.
You know, this is the thing, bro. Like, everyone's got their own theory, conspiracy theory. No one really will ever admit at either side what the real truth is or whatever. And ultimately, it doesn't even matter. I am where I'm supposed to be. I know that. I'll just say that. And this is the only thing, like,
hold on, investors. Let me rewind. Watch what he says.
So Maxx Crosby tells
the 3 sides, Peggy?
You got your truth, my truth, and then the real truth. You know what I'm saying? So Maxx Crosby tells his side of the Ravens' failed trade.
You know, this is the thing, bro. Like, everyone's got their own theory, conspiracy theory. No one really will ever admit at either side what the real truth is or whatever.
Let me pause that right there. He said that neither side will actually admit what the truth is. He's talking about the Raiders and he's talking about the Baltimore Ravens. He said neither side will actually say what the truth is. He even talked about conspiracy theories. Come on, investors. Hold on. We winding up. Hold on, investors.
And ultimately, it doesn't even matter. I am where I'm supposed to be. I know that. I'll just say that. And this is the only thing. Like, I went there, did my thing, had my MRIs. Like, I didn't like. I was asking Joe, like, yo, like, could I? Like, before I left, I wanted to see the head coach chop it up, talk football, talk ball. Like, he's a defensive guy. Never met him before like that, so I wanted to chop it up. So I didn't get to meet with him till the end of the day. I didn't get to see the GM at all.
Press pause, Peggy. Tell us what the point.
Hold on, investors. I'm gonna press pause too. So you mean to tell me, right? Let's break this down now. Let's break this down. You mean to tell me Maxx Crosby, he arrived at the Baltimore's headquarters or whatever. He did his MRI and everything, right? He was invited there, right? There is a potential trade on the table that both parties have agreed to, okay? And we already know nothing has never happened to on this magnitude. So you mean to tell me Maxx Crosby, somebody that the Baltimore Ravens was going to give $160 million to for 4 years, he didn't meet the head coach until the end of the day? And if you didn't catch that, he said, did he say, hold on, I don't want to put no words in his mouth. Hold on.
Like, before I left, I wanted to see the head coach just chop it up, talk football, talk ball. Like, he's a defensive guy. Never met him before like that, so I wanted to chop it up. So I didn't get to meet with him till the end of the day. I didn't get to see the GM at all.
Press pause, Peggy. Tell us.
Okay. So you mean to tell me Maxx Crosby is somebody that the Baltimore Ravens is about to give $160 million to, and he don't even meet the GM, and at the last second of the last day of the last hour, he meets the head coach, and you mean to tell me that Tom Brady didn't do nothing in the background to kill this deal? Man, Besters, man, I wish that y'all can call in so we can talk about this. You mean to tell me somebody, they had the agreement on the table, and they was going to give Maxx Crosby $160 million, and he barely got to meet the head coach in the last second, the last hour of the day, and he didn't even get a welcome from the GM. And you don't think that Tom Brady had something in the background to kill this deal? Let me see. Hold on, Vesters. Listen, I think this is another one. Oh, thank you so much, Sam Moore. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sam Moore. But I never see it. I still haven't received all the other ones, super chats. But thank you so much, Sam Moore. Eventually, I hopefully get it one day. Yes, I believe you're right. Maxx and Shedeur Sanders talk. Thank you so much, Sam Moore. Thank you. Let's see exactly. I saw this video being excited about the rate. Come on with it. Sounds fishy. Something sounds strange. You don't meet. I mean, even if you got a let's say here, I don't know, any interview, right? Interview, you know what? Even in interviews, you're gonna meet. You're gonna meet the director. You may meet your potential supervisor. You're gonna meet some peers. You're gonna meet the most key important people in that interview process. And you mean to tell me that the GM who worked the deal for Maxx Crosby didn't even show up to say hello? And the head coach, even Maxx Crosby, just said he was excited to see him because he has a defensive mindset. You mean to tell me the head coach, who has a defensive mindset, waited to the last end of the day to meet Maxx Crosby, who is like one of the most dominant defensive players in the league? Nah, Tom Brady killed this allegedly. Tom Brady did this one. This is messy. I told you, Shady Brady, come on with it. Come on. Everybody knows what really happened. Ravens realized they were. That could be too. And guess what? Trey Henderson, they just didn't save 10 to 20 million. If they was going to give Maxx Crosby 160, they brought Trey in for 112. We're talking about almost $50 million. Let's say $45 million that they save, and they saved their number 2 picks. Instead of just, my thing is, if you're going to do things like this, Don't make an offer like this. Invite the young man out, invite the player out to do all of these handshakings and go in and do the physicals because somebody on your scouting team, let's go ahead and put that out there. Just because somebody on your scouting team didn't do the homework and see that Trey Hickerson or whatever, Henderson was still out there available. You know what? Let me keep going. I'm talking. I got too much common sense. Yeah, somebody asked that Tom Brady. I said it. Come on, Tom Brady. I called him when Shady Brady. Come on, Tom Brady. The Ravens shaded to. Come on. And yeah, you're right. But I'm thinking is, you know how they know everybody in the background. You know how everybody know everybody in the background. I want to turn the lights off so I can just talk in peace and don't even have to. I don't want y'all to see my face. But let me tell you one thing. They know everybody knows everybody in the background. And maybe the Ravens owed, let's say Las Vegas, Tom Brady, whoever. I'm going to say Tom Brady allegedly, a favor, right? All Tom Brady had to do was pick up that phone call and say, kill the deal. You go in and kill this deal. I want him back in my organization. And let's say quid pro quo in the future. If you need something, I'll give you something. But you know what? Maybe Maxx rubbed somebody wrong in the organization, and instead of letting him go and fly and be great, some people, they very, how can I say it? What's that word? They very evil. And instead of letting you go and fly and be the best that you can, they'll feel like they can pull you back in just to destroy you. We just never know. Everybody, I think this video from Cam and Peggy, 4-1, I think this video aired about 3 days ago. Everybody is still talking about this. That's how big it is on this magnitude, okay? This is how big it is. People still trying to figure out what happened. Now, Maxx Crosby, as I said, once he got back to the Las Vegas Raiders compound, all he did, Tom Brady, they sat down at the table and they said, hey, you know what? Let bygones be bygones. I'm going to work on this. It was just like one of them bad relationships. I'm going to work on this. Hey, I apologize. You apologize. We're going to move forward, okay? I'm trying to tell you. I'm Tom Brady. Let's see here. Yes, JC, but that was unprofessional. Why would you do this and keep your player anyway? They said, listen, when I heard Skip Bayless say that Tom Brady holds personal vendettas, when I heard Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Cinco talk about the personal vendettas that Tom Brady held on all the teams that passed him. Now, mind you, Tom Brady was in the league, almost 15, 20 years before he retired. And he still was holding personal vendettas on the teams that passed him when he got drafted. Tom Brady don't let it go. You hear what I'm saying? And so if him and Maxx Crosby had some issues in the background, hypothetically, let's just say hypothetically, let's say Tom Brady didn't even know. I can't even say that. But hypothetically, let's just say Tom Brady was one of the last ones that found out that Maxx Crosby, maybe somebody that he had issues with in the background, was about to leave, and Tom Brady didn't get his revenge, allegedly. What? I'm picking up the phone and I'm calling in a favor. This is what I'm getting for how people talk about Tom Brady and his personal vendettas. It runs deep with Tom Brady. Well, I'll put it like this. If it's not Tom Brady, somebody higher up killed the deal. They killed it. All right. They reneged on 2 first-round picks. Yeah. And saved $50 million. Yes, Deion said he knew everything what was going on in the draft. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Coach, I agree. And they tried to cover it up with some BS. I know Lamar pissed because he was. Yep. And then I found out now, this is another funny thing. I heard that Trey Hendrickson was also excited to play with Maxx Crosby. Maybe he thought that the Baltimore Ravens was going to pull in Maxx and also pull in him because he was excited to play opposite of Maxx. Well, he didn't know that the joke was on Maxx, that he was actually coming in to replace Maxx. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. The NFL said it. I didn't say it. Some of the retirees said it. I didn't say it. Absolute evil. Let's see here. They don't mind showing their evilness. Yeah, on stage. And guess what, y'all, Vestas? They did it to one of their own at elite level. Ooh, gosh. So, yeah, if people didn't believe that Shedeur Sanders was colluded against last year, even though this situation is different, look how they did Maxx Crosby, one of their own, one of the most top defensive players ever. I think Maxx Crosby would go down in the NFL for this time period as being one of the most dominant NFL defensive players. And look how they did him. And people said that they didn't collude against Shedeur Sanders. And at the time, Shedeur Sanders was just Coach Prime's son, a Colorado Buffalo 5th round pick. What? And you did Maxx Crosby? Come on with it. If they do their own, what you think they're let me stop talking. Shady Brady doesn't want Shedeur to succeed for real. You know, Shedeur is he can't stop that. He cannot. Tom Brady cannot stop that. Even he was singing a tune. About Shedeur Sanders at the end of the year. Of course, I didn't clip that because when anything that Tom Brady says in a positive manner towards Shedeur Sanders, I'll put that in the same category as Kevin Stefanski under the bottom of my feet in mud. Okay, I give that no attention, and I don't believe it. Faith, that's the worst. Now no one wants him because, and guess what, Vestas? Remember I said that we was going to give it three to 4 days to see if another offer came down for Maxx Crosby. Well, this offer here on the screen, this offer, the Dallas Cowboys offered the Baltimore Ravens 3 different offers before the Ravens offer, right? So that means that no other team has offered to get Maxx Crosby since that trade had died. Okay. Tom Brady, for whatever reason, I'm going to say Tom Brady allegedly, for whatever reason, they want to keep Maxx Crosby in the Raiders, even though he didn't want to be there for whatever reason, okay? Him and 50 built different. They petty. Yes, they petty. I'm not messing with y'all. Yes. They are built different. Tom Brady and businesses are built different. Tom Brady not mad at Maxx Crosby. He just didn't want him to go to the past. Okay. I heard that too. He did not want him to go to his old team nemesis, which is the Patriots. I heard that Tom Brady says has a lot of issues to work through with therapy or whatever the case, whatever happened with the Patriots. But why did he kill this deal? Somebody killed this deal. Okay. So I can I say the Baltimore Ravens? Possible. But they're the one that, I mean, they're the one that actually gave the offer to the Raiders. I don't know. Some people's calling it buyer's remorse. We'll never know. As Maxx Crosby even said, we'll never know the truth because each side would never tell the truth. And whatever happened in the background, I'm just giving you my theory on it. But when Maxx Crosby had said that he didn't meet the head coach until the last end of the day, or at the end of the day, and never met the GM, somebody knew right then and there. If you don't know, and if you're young or old, if you don't know, that was writing on the walls that Maxx Crosby was not going to be a Baltimore Ravens. Okay, that was writing on the walls. How they treated him, and he has bad memories with Bill Belichick, because I heard that even after Tom Brady won all those Super Bowls, Bill Belichick was still trying to he was still trying to punish Tom Brady. Like he just didn't treat him well. This is what I heard from other NFL greats. They had some bad blood. If you go to Skip Bayless video around the time of this Maxx Crosby trade that failed, go to that video. And then also go to the Shannon Sharp Ocho Cinco video when they talked about Maxx Crosby and when that deal failed. They're telling a lot in those videos. They are telling so much in that videos. I said, okay, now this makes sense. Yeah, this is shameful. Faith is okay. It is evil. Brady gave up a lot to stay with the past and build a trick. Okay, when he got older. Okay, it was some bad blood. Robert Kraft said sided with Bill Belichick. So when he left the past, okay, there it is. That is. Yep. So you must have watched the same show, or you just know that, Coach. That's exactly what happened. It was pure evil. They don't call him Psycho Tom for them. Ooh, I didn't know that right there. I think the Ravens killed the deal. Well, it's a possibility. That's a possibility too. I mean, I'm not gonna put it past them. But my first thoughts was Tom Brady killed the deal. for evil intentions. Okay, NFL is like Young and the Restless and Old and the Rich. Young and the Restless and Old and the Rich. That's the NFL. Old and the Rich. It's almost worse than Young. Exactly. It's most actors. At least Young and the Restless, we knew that those was actors and that was script. This right here is actually livelihoods and families and careers and resumes. So I would say this is worse. This is worse. Now let's go ahead and see what listen. And I hope I got enough of this clip, because when we talked about that this is all evil, Cam is going to talk more about what the NFL does to, I'm going to say, he said 90% of the players, not just Maxx Crosby. He's going to say 90% of the players in the background, y'all. So yeah, this is the perfect segue into how evil the NFL is. Trying to tell me it's worse than those report cards. It's worse than those. If them owners are so proud of the team, they got their most valuable assets in filth, dirt, scandal, infestations like that. I thought all of these players were, especially in the locker room, on the buses, on the planes, just in luxury and plush. No, they worse than high school gyms. You hear what I'm saying? Brady must be a counselor. I don't know nothing about that. Yes, I'm a Pats fan. Brady took a pay cut. Yes, he did for that O-line. That's right. And for that O-line, he did take a pay cut. Let's go ahead and finish seeing what Cam and Peggy go talk about. Let's go ahead and talk about this. Let me go ahead and kill this right here, because it seems like videos play better with no music. Let's go ahead. Come on, Cam.
What the point actually is, right? Because I got a point that I want to make directly to my good friend, Maxx.
So I'm just going to give you all the background from it. All right. So Maxx Crosby went to the Ravens. It was supposed to be a deal. They flew him into D.C., Washington, D.C. He had to drive 2 hours to the facility. This is all according to his story. He didn't see the GM, and then he saw the coach hours later. But just the customer service of Maxx Crosby wasn't as well or as good as he thought. And then with this, they rescinded a trade, so he ended up going back to the Las Vegas Raiders. And right after that, we find out that they was able to sign Trey Hendrickson to a 4-year, $112 million contract, and they were able to keep the 2 first-round picks that they were going to trade for.
Now press pause right there, Peggy, because the truth is, before this trade bouncing back,
it was a bounce back trade,
getting voided. I don't know if that has ever been a time in recent memory, Hassan, correct me if I'm wrong, that somebody just said, okay, Adam Schefter says sources say that the trade is going through, and then all of a sudden, Control Alt Delete.
Not at this blockbuster.
That's Michael Jackson moonwalk up out of this trade.
Yeah. Huh? Yep. The Ravens done it before, but it wasn't to this magnitude.
Now, understanding that every single trade still pins off of passing a physical.
Physical, yep.
Right?
Yep.
Now understand this. This is my point. And this is directed to Maxx Crosby, because it happened to me. It was such a humbling experience. But if anyone ever thinks that Cam Newton is the first Newton to make it to the NFL, you're wrong.
Okay, so that's where I stopped it at, Vestas. So if you haven't watched that video, it was released about 3 days ago. You know by the outfit that you're watching the right video. But Cam Newton is going to go ahead and continue to discuss that if he didn't say it in that clip, 90% of the players, this is what happened to them. Not at this magnitude, but this is what happens to the players that, hey, things fall apart in the background, and next thing you know, they're either getting cut or they're not expected to get cut, or, deals just fall through, and, sometimes they have to pack it up, because Cam Newton is going to talk about when he got released by the Patriots. He said he didn't even see it coming, and he was Cam Newton. All right, Vestas, I'm finna open up the floodgates. Let's go ahead and talk about it. And then I'm going to let you go, Vestas. But Cam Newton said when he got cut by the Pats, the Patriots, the same Patriots, Tom Brady Patriots. Well, now I know why that's even possible, because if they did it to Tom Brady, of course, they was going to do it to Cam Newton. But Cam Newton said he didn't see it coming. He got a call, and they said, hey, go clean out your locker. God dang, NFL. Jesus. Gee, good gracious. All right, let's go back to these comments, and let's go ahead and open up these floodgates. Shedeur Brady. Organized crime syndicated. Wow. OCS. We're going to call it OCS. Anytime things like this happen in the NFL, we're going to call it OCS. Thank you for that, Faith. I wouldn't call him Shady. I call him Psycho Tom. I believe you that too. They said Tom Brady, the way that he loved the game and the way that he would study the game, is like he was almost possessed. Ooh, possessed. Okay. And guess what? Now knowing what I know about the Sanders family, if Tom Brady, because well, we already know about it, but they already said what his wife was dealing with, right? And they said that the reason why he won so many games and he won this because of the wife was doing some things behind the background. Okay, y'all best to catch what I'm putting down. But if the Sanders, knowing that who they are in terms of their faith, if they picked that up about Tom Brady, no wonder Shedeur Sanders gave all the credit to Michael Vick as being his mentor, because if Tom Brady had some how can I say it, some strange energies on him that kind of put the Sanders to pause. Hey, I really think that Tom Brady may have been recruiting allegedly for the dark side. Oh, shut up, Tony. Let's keep talking, y'all. I ain't gonna say no more. But I think that Tom Brady was trying to recruit Shedeur Sanders for the dark side. Come on with it, Dusters. Know what I'm putting down, okay? They said that Tom Brady was possessed in type of a sense when it came to football. This is all he lived. You know what? Let me keep going. Maybe I'm the only one that heard that. The walk back was foul. Yes, it was. Deion Sanders had a similar experience with the. What you talking about, Faith? Put a little bit more in there. Or email me in the background. ToneyTalksVestedUp@gmail.com. What we talking about, Faith? Deion Sanders had a similar experience with the 49ers. Come on, what? That's why they call him the GOAT. Hey, y'all better. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say that price. You got it. And I heard when and trust me, this is not a gospel. I don't gospel. I don't like the gospel. This is what I'm telling that's heard. Tom Brady was so dedicated to the game. His wife had said, once you retire now, you're going to start giving back to the family because we have given so much to you in returns of you playing the NFL. And when Tom Brady retired, this is what they said now, because the divorce was public knowledge. They said that when he reneged on the agreement that he made with her to give his time to the family after he retired, it was said that she took everything, all that power and whatever she gave him, she took all those gifts back. But we shall see. If that translates to Mendoza, we shall see. If it doesn't translate to Mendoza, that means that whoever his wife was, I can't call her name, I can't remember it, that means she took all of it back. You hear what I'm saying? She took all of it back. Yes, you're right. Me too. Everybody, every time somebody talk about how great. Me too, Blind Beauty. Me too, man, listen, he is not, listen, Shedeur Sanders, with the greatness that he's had in those 7 games, okay? When anybody think about the number 12, and I brought this up before, when people are talking about number 12 now, do you think they automatically think of Shedeur Sanders or Tom Brady? I'll wait for the answer. You got it. I'll wait for the answer. When you think of number 12, do you think about Shedeur Sanders or Tom Brady? Who has made that number 12 more famous? I'll wait for it. Blind Beauty, exactly, yes. What's up, Diane? What's up? Yeah, they do be trying to steal your idea. Oh, okay. You watching the replay. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you. Back Shedeur Sanders. Come on with it. He talked about it. He found out that he couldn't get another contract. Oh, damn, they did Tom Brady like that. Faith, are you saying that the Patriots did Tom Brady like that? What? Was it that bad? If that is truth, okay. If that is truth, if I was Tom Brady, I'd be mad as hell also. You mean to tell me I've given you 4, 5, 6 Super Bowls? And okay, you and I, if my time here with the Patriots is over, you don't retire my jersey, but you gave it to somebody else to practice in? I hope I'm reading that wrong. Is that what they did to Shedeur Sanders? No, gosh, Tom Brady. Is that what they did to Tom Brady? Oh, Deion Sanders. Okay. I hope. Okay. I hope they didn't do that to Tom Brady. No. Okay. With the 49ers. Damn, they did that. Oh God, that's even bad too. Jeez. Not Tom. Okay. Hey, what's up? Okay. Hey, if you're a new Vestas, hey, how you doing? Oh, they did that. Oh my gosh. So when Deion Sanders was playing, I was young. I knew what was going on. But I wasn't following football like that. But dang it, God, that is ruthless. Jeez. Okay. Not Deion Sanders, got you. They did Deion Sanders. Okay, look for the clip. Yeah, I'm going to bring that up in the next live, Vestas. And guess what? Tomorrow, Vestas, I'm coming back live tomorrow. I got to check to see what Amber's going to put in the background. Because I'm changing hotels on Thursday to be closer to the airport, because the way that the TSA and the Department of Homeland Security is acting up, I cannot afford to lose my flight on Friday. So, hey, I'm staying near the airport. So I need to reach out, Amber. I'm going to contact you after this live to see exactly where you at, to see if there's a middle ground. Because, listen, I'm moving hotels on Thursday night to be closer to the airport. Because if they expect for me to stand in line for 6 hours in Dallas, the devil is a lot. You hear what I'm saying? I would change my flight to the first thing moving. I won't even go to sleep. I'll be at the airport at 12 o'clock a.m. the next morning to catch my flight. Ain't no way I'm standing in line for 6 hours. I was in the military and didn't even have to stand in line for 6 hours. Do you hear what I'm saying? What we doing here? But I understand it's not the TSA fault. Let me tell you one thing. If I was TSA, I would be mad as hell also, depending on what's going on. Hold on, this is a football channel. Let me stop. But I totally understand. But, jeez. Vestas, y'all just had me go off. But I'm so sorry. Y'all just had me, but this right here, went to the Cowboys. Yes. That was doing the Super Bowl interview. Deion was telling everything. Deion Sanders during the Super Bowl week was telling everything. I love when he brought up what was that man named Kevin Clark, and they ate him up. Deion Sanders ate up Kevin Clark. Oh, I thought Emma was in Colorado. Emma's right here in Dallas. She's traveled. Oh my God, yes, I gotta get it together with Ice and Deion Sanders went to Dallas Cowboys and won the Super Bowl. Yes, yep, that is true. I think, matter of fact, Deion Sanders is the only player that went from one team, won a Super Bowl, went to the next team and won the Super Bowl the very next year. So you mean the man gone some way? Cleveland is stupid. No Dallas. Yep. Let me see here. Let me see here. I want to play what Deion Sanders. How Deion Sanders ate up Kevin Clark, and then I'm gonna let y'all go, Vestas. Oh yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. Let me see if I can find that real quick. That happened in February. The Super Bowl was on the 8th. So let me go back and get this clip here, because I want to play that right there. The way that Deion Sanders ate up Kevin Clark. Ooh. Come on with it. Hold on, Vestas. I'm almost there to the beginning of February. Let me go ahead. Deion Sanders was my boy. Oh, and here go. To everybody that said that Shedeur Sanders did not want to play football anymore, and guess what? One day we may wake up hot. The next day we may wake up cold regarding some of the ideas and things we want to do in life. But I am going to play this clip because I'm putting my hat on this. This is what Shedeur Sanders said the week of the Super Bowl at the Streaming Bowl. Okay, let me go ahead and find this clip too regarding Deion Sanders, the way that he ate up Clark. If I don't find it, I'll bring it back tomorrow doing that live. Let's see here. Oh, here you go. No, Vestas, I don't have it on this phone. Let's see here. But what I can show, I'm gonna go ahead and show this clip. on what this man said about QBRs since everybody. And guess what, Vestas? You don't even hear about nobody talking about QBRs no more about Shedeur Sanders 13.8 QRB. Hold on. Let me go ahead and upload these right here. Uploaded these videos right here. Amber Love, okay. That's the one. That's the one, Amber. That's the one. Yes. I hope Shedeur hitting Tom Brady. No. Let Mendoza do that. Shedeur Sanders has all the help and he needs from Deshaun Watson, Michael Vick, all the other greats. He's still close with Huntley. No, he does not need Tom Brady right now. No, he doesn't. No. My opinion, Tom Brady can go ahead and focus on Mendoza. That's the one he said he can't wait to get in the building. So Tom Brady need to give all his focus to Mendoza, who has took only 2 snaps under center in 2025. Thank God I know that as a weakness. I like it when he's come on with it. Yes. Nobody's messing with Shady Brady. Michael Vick. Come on, Michael Vick. Hold on, let me go ahead and upload these right here, Investors, and I'm gonna let you go. But I want to go ahead and play this clip from Shedeur Sanders, what he said the week of the Super Bowl, and I want to go ahead and so we gonna come back tomorrow. I'm gonna find them other 2 clips where Deion Sanders ate up Kevin Clark. I love it, Deion Sanders. He put everybody on notice. Deion Sanders said, I ain't got time. I don't got time to be playing with y'all people no more. So at least there is a mutual, I ain't gonna say hate, but dislike going on between the Sanders family and the NFL. I'm gonna say Deion Sanders and the NFL. Let me go ahead and upload this video, Vestos. I don't think Mendoza, listen. Mendoza is not gonna be able to stand that pressure. Let's see him. Oh my. Hold on, let's see here. Let me go ahead and refresh real quick. Hold on, Vestas. And if I can't find it, I'm not going to hold you up. I'll play it tomorrow, Vestas. But I want to go ahead and put this out here. Okay, here we go. Here's one of them. Here's Shilo speaking. For everybody that is, I'm not going to say that doesn't believe that Shedeur Sanders want to continue to play in the NFL. Hold on. Let me go ahead and turn this music down so y'all can see what he says to this NFL player that's still in the NFL. And this came out of Shedeur Sanders' mouth. Turn this music down. Here we go. Come on, Shilo. Tell us exactly what you want.
Where you be at in the offseason?
I'll be in LA, Texas, Florida.
Okay, bro. I just moved to Miami. Shit, if I get a call, I'm gonna have to train with you.
Come on.
Or you can put in a special little word if you want to.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? He said you could put a little special word. Shedeur Sanders still wants to play in the NFL. Okay, let me play that again.
Bro?
Yeah, bro. Come on, man.
Where you be at in the offseason?
I'll be in LA, Texas, Florida.
Okay, bro. I just moved to Miami. Shit, if I get a call, I'm gonna have to train with you.
Come on.
Or you can put in a special little word if you want to.
Okay. Hey, with Shilo, that's all I needed to hear. He still has aspirations and desires to play in the NFL. Now, if he's changed his mind in the last 30 days, he's changed his mind in the last 30 days. Let's see here. I don't think Mendoza can stand the pressure. I don't either. And Faith, you better let them know Mendoza going to fail in that product. Listen, they're going to make excuses. Everything they said, everything they projected, Shedeur Sanders, whatever they projected, all the negative things they projected about Shedeur Sanders' rookie year, I hate to say that. I think that's going to be Mendoza, but guess what? They're not going to say nothing. They're not going to say nothing. Out of all these analysts that dissected Shedeur Sanders, his strengths, his weaknesses, they just dissected Shedeur Sanders. Not one person is bringing up the fact that he only took 2 snaps under center this whole entire year. We're talking about the regular season. We're talking about the playoffs. We're talking about even the bowl game, the championship game that he won. Come on, y'all. Come on. We're talking about what, 16, maybe 16, 17 games. and he only took 2 snaps under center. Okay, it is what it is. All right, it is what it is. Let's see him. Shiloh's not serious about the NFL. He's trolling. I don't think so. We shall see. Just like they did for Dylan Gabriel. Yes. I don't think the NFL likes those Sanders men. I think they're trying to, or at the end of the year, they try to maybe make up for it, especially with Bucky having that media pass. There's no other person. Bucky is in a class of his own with getting access privileges to that sideline the way that any game, what's his name? Roger Goodell gave Bucky, Deion Sanders Jr. access to any game that he wanted to record. Who else do you know has privileges like that on that sideline? I think they're trying to make it up. How do you know, Coach? Yeah, I don't know. Coach, listen. Coach, now listen. I don't know who. Listen, okay, now, Coach. Coach, are you another MD? Are you another MD 2020? Just let us know who you are, because I didn't see you as another MD 2020. But if you are another MD 2020, let me know, because I'm listening. I'm watching MD 2020. Okay, let me know. Okay. I think you're starting to reveal yourself. Okay, here's another one. Okay, here's the QRB. And then I'm going to let y'all go, Vestas. QRB. This quarterback, he broke it down exactly. He actually played for the NFL before. He's going to break down this QRB rating.
Was really
Keep.
Fuck QBR.
You listen.
Go ahead.
I'll explain it. Let me explain it. Go ahead.
QBR 9 is crazy.
Yes.
Coach,
Okay.
give us the stats.
I'm going to
Break
tell you
it down.
why, though. I don't agree with that either. I don't agree with it at all, but I'm going to tell you why he got a QBR of 8.7. So QBR calculates a quarterback's contribution to winning games. So look at it like this. From 0 to 100, what's your percentage that you had to do with the win? But it doesn't just calculate the quarterback. It takes in everything. The defense, your opponent, totality of everything that happened in the game will get points towards QBR. And that's why sometimes, Akib, when we see quarterbacks play well and you watch the tape and you go, man, I watched it with my own eyes, and their QBR is a 19 or a 25, but you know they played better than that. The reason is because everything that's happening around them. So on Sunday, what hurt Shedeur's QBR were a couple things. The first, the defense getting 10 sacks. That contributed to the win. The defense holding the Raiders to only 10 points. That gets a percentage of the win. That contributes to the win.
Do y'all see what Cody, and while he's continuing to talk, I did a video on him. I got his name, so I got to look at my notes. But do you see when they always was hollering about Shedeur Sanders' QRB rating is the worst in history? What they're not telling you, right, on purpose, intended or unintended, that the QRB rating, even when it goes against the quarterback, is how the defense is playing, how many points the defense holds a team down to, how many sacks the defense gets on the other quarterback. Did y'all know that all this factors into a quarterback's QRB rating? Let's keep going. Shall I go to Bridget? Let's keep going.
And the other thing that I hated too, and was a big thing that significantly hurt his QBR, was that those 2 rushing touchdowns by Judkins and Wildcat, he wasn't even on the field. So that is going to be significant towards his QBR.
Ooh, Vestas. Let me tell you one thing, Vestas. With everything that so these videos like this they are aging very well, like fine wine. Now we kept scratching our heads, and this is when before I even became public on my channel, we kept saying, why is Kevin Stefanski pulling Shedeur Sanders out in the red zone? The 10 yards? You mean to tell me on the 8-yard line, Shedeur Sanders can't get the ball in? See, Kevin Stefanski, let me tell you one thing. He, like I said in my last video, he may not be a head coach, and he may not, and we already know he doesn't have a great offensive mindset. But one thing he's not dumb and he's not slow. He knew exactly what he was doing. That's why he was pulling Shedeur Sanders out of that red zone, so that, based on what he just said, since Judkins ran those 2 Wildcats in that particular game, it went against Shedeur Sanders' QRB rating. If you missed it, hold on. Hold on, because maybe you was picking up a drink. Hold on. Let me go in and replay.
That I hated too, and was a big thing that significantly hurt his QBR, was that those 2 rushing touchdowns by Judkins and Wildcat, he wasn't even on the field. So that is going to be significant towards his QBR. I hate they did that too. He's a rookie quarterback.
Calculates this.
You've got to give him those reps though in the red zone. He had 1 red zone pass the entire game. He needs those reps. Let him throw it on first down. If it doesn't work, then go Wildcat maybe second.
So they don't take into consideration how the fuck he got to the red zone?
They do.
That was only 8 points though.
And I think that pass to Bond alone should have been at least 30.
Right.
I say 30 to 40
Like, come on, bro.
alone.
That was
But
crazy.
the other thing too that it takes into account is quality of opponent. So the fact that the Raiders are a bad football team, their defense hasn't been great, that'll hurt the QBR. And then the last thing too is it goes into division of credit. So that throw to Sampson that was behind the line, great ball though. I hate people keep saying like, oh, it was behind the line of scrimmage. You got to throw that on the upfield shoulder.
Man.
If you throw it behind, if you throw it over the top, if you throw it low, he can't catch and run.
He's
and
not
he
gonna
doesn't score. You've got to put it on the upfield shoulder. And I can't tell you how tough bubble screens and those swing routes are with the defender right there where you have to manipulate the throw. It was a great throw. But the reason that he didn't get credit for that is because after he caught it, he ran for 68. Sampson did to score. So he's going to get 98 of that. Shedeur's going to get 2. Those all played a factor in QBR. You know what else it doesn't account for, though? And this is why I don't love QBR all the time, is it doesn't account for leadership and confidence and the spark that he created for that football team and the heart that he has and what he's been through. They don't account for those things. They just look at the totality of the game. What'd you do individually? And also what your defense and the rest of everybody do. But what you have to do as well is watch the tape. You can look at stats, you can look at numbers, but you got to watch the tape, and I did. I want to talk about a couple plays from this game. A couple good, one bad, and some things that are really encouraging. Let's start with the bad. That interception. It's a hell of a play by that Will linebacker. So what they had was a double spot concept with a Y sit. Mirrored routes, that Y sit is for cover 2. If I get cover 2, I'm eliminating everything, going right to the tight end right now, moving on. What they did, though, is they went one high, rotated the safety down to the right. Shedeur read it perfectly. I'm working away from rotation and mirrored routes. I talked about that on Friday. Has his eyes in the right spot. That defensive end made a really, really good play, though. You see him start to go to the flat. As soon as Shedeur planted the throw, he retraced back underneath the spot route. Those spot routes are little 6-yard hooks. The swing routes are behind them. That's where the mirrored concept comes into play. The best part about that, though, is that is a teachable moment. That is learning. That is correction. Those are things that almost have to happen.
Do y'all see what Cody, and this is, I'm putting up his picture now. He used to be an NFL player. His name is Cody. There we go. Cody Kessler. Cody Kessler. So anybody can't say, oh, that's just another Skip Bayless. He's never played the NFL. No, Cody has played the NFL before, and he was a quarterback. I think he was drafted. I forgot when he was drafted, but still, the way that he broke it down, I don't care when he was drafted. He understands what goes into the QRB ratings, because guess what? When he was in the NFL, he learned exactly what factors in the QRB rating, if it was good or bad. Okay, I don't know. So this was only 1 year. In 2000 and Shedeur Sanders had better stats than this in 2018 when Cody Kessler was in there. But he did play for UCS, so it seemed like he's knowledgeable. And for 2018, he had a 709 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a QRB rating of 25.9. So I'm pretty sure when he started asking the questions about how this QRB rating is factored, he learned from personal experience how those factor in. Okay, so Vestas, there it is. Listen, let me tell you one thing, Amber. I saw that right there. Hold on, I'm gonna come back to it. Even if we put this on Jason Lloyd's forehead, he still won't believe it. Okay, he still won't believe it. And then he'll say, guess what, Cody Kessler don't know what goes in the building. Kevin Kessler ain't talking to nobody in the building. Kevin Kessler, he may even know, said Kevin Kessler's not even a real quarterback, the way that Jason Lloyd is sticking with all these fake narratives regarding Shedeur Sanders. Let them people live in delusion. Let them live, let them breathe in the desert of mentality. Okay, don't be, that's right. Okay, I remember that. Yes, it's a team stat. Thank you. It's a team stat, but they always put it on the quarterback. And the only reason, after this video here with Cody Kessler, and I'm saying his name over, so just like Umar Johnson, so I can get it stuck in my head. Cody Kessler The reason why he also said that Dylan Gabriel had a better defense, a better QRB rating than Shedeur Sanders, because when you factor in the games, when you factor in the O-lines that Dylan Gabriel had in the game when he was playing, when you factor in that David Njoku was in the game, when you factored in that Harold Fanning was in the game, when you factor in Jerry Jeudy was in the game, all that actually increased Dylan Gabriel's QRB rating. When you consider Shedeur Sanders' QRB rating, none of that was factored in because Harold Fanning was hurt, Njoku was hurt. Shedeur Sanders had 2s and 3s and 4s as the O-line. So if you're gonna tell it all now. People question that. I'm trying to tell you, a lot of football players say it's behind us. Yes, QRB rating is the percentage of the whole game. Thank you. But listen, the way that the Cleveland Brown media discuss QRB ratings, which is why nobody brings it up, except for when the last time I heard Cleveland media bring up Shedeur Sanders' QRB rating? Oh gosh, I can't even remember. Probably before the Pro Bowl, but they don't even bring it up no more. If they do, I don't know because I don't watch that show. But you don't hear nobody bringing up the QRB rating like they used to. You don't even hear nobody talk about yak yards and EPAs. Okay, auto receipts prove sabotage. You're right, the Wildcat hits. Okay, yep. I didn't say it. The QB said it. Cody Kessler said it. Facts. Come on now. That's why you got to watch the game. Right. And Cleveland, Jason Lloyd does not watch the games. Okay. I only think Bull watched the games. Kevin knew that. Yes. We kept saying, why is Kevin pulling? Shedeur Sanders marched him all the way down to the end zone, 10-yard line, 15-yard line, 8-yard line, and Kevin pulled him out for Junkins to run the tight end. I mean, the Wildcat. I'm trying to. Kevin knew what he was doing. He ain't dumb. Shedeur should have hit him up. Since y'all don't like Brady. Cody was a Patriot back up here. Well, Cody, the way that Cody broke down that right there, I love to see Cody on the show. Cody be bringing in that knowledge that we don't know. Everybody has finally caught up to the Stefanski now that he's called out. Yep. And he's covered himself in Atlanta real well with Alex. Dang. But at least I know now, because let me tell you one thing. To be honest with you, if Kevin Stefanski would have went to Atlanta and started pulling out these winning records, I would have been like, well, damn, how did Kevin do this in Cleveland? But guess what? Because of that knowledge that was dropped down in my spirit, and we already did that video, we'll know if Kevin Stefanski has a winning record in Atlanta. It's not because of Kevin Stefanski. It's not because of Tommy Reese. It's because of grand old Alex, okay? Kevin Stefanski went back and pulled that rabbit out the hat, okay? Jason Lloyd was AK Super Clown doesn't watch the game. He said it. Shedeur can go back to number 2 and Shilo can have 12. Oh, Diane. That was Diane. Oh my gosh. Diane. Whoa, you said that. Oh, you said that. And guess what? Since the last names are the same, that would actually work. And nobody don't have to buy 2 jerseys. We only have to buy Shedeur Sanders number 2 as the Cleveland Browns because everybody would have Shilo Sanders jersey number 12 already. Oh. You did that one, Diane. Everybody give it up for Diane in the comments. Good. Come on with it, Diane. Oh my gosh, Diane. Whoo. Yes. Oh, you know what? He showed it, Maria. He showed it. Jarvis already signed. I already said that. Oh, you know what? I had that one queued up, but because of traffic, I couldn't pull that up. But the way that Jarvis ate up Emmanuel Acho. Oh, the way that he ate up Emmanuel Acho in his response. Acho better watch out, okay, on how he's talking about some of these NFL players' names, because Acho, number 22 Acho, and in the future, that's all I'm going to refer him to is 22 Achos, because that's all he had as a number round 6, 22 solos in his whole entire NFL career. Emmanuel Acho better watch how he's talking about these NFL real players' names. Because, baby, the way that Landry and the other one, Fournette, if I'm saying his name right, the way that they came back at Emmanuel Acho, he better watch out. He better watch out how he's talking about these players' names. I'm telling you, that would be fire. Coach, yes. Dang, that would, Shilo and Shedeur on the same team. 2-12. The NFL could not handle Shedeur Sanders and Shilo Sanders messing up all these potential headlines they're going to have in Mendoza. As somebody said in the last chat, or the last 2 chats, in the last 3 to 4 chats, for Super Bowl, what? People were still talking about Shedeur Sanders during the week of the Super Bowl. People were still talking about Shedeur Sanders after the Super Bowl. Then people started talking about Shedeur Sanders and Shilo Sanders 2 weeks after the Super Bowl when we started talking about free agents. Do you think the NFL is ready to have the Sanders dominate the headlines again for 2026? Shilo and Shedeur? Now, let me tell you one thing. If this deal has happened in the background regarding Shilo Sanders going to the Cleveland Browns, Andrew Berry, that great miner Andrew Berry, all he's probably waiting for, because he probably don't want, if let's say if this is true, hypothetical, if this is true in the background, Andrew Berry is probably waiting to drop that news after the NFL, because he don't want the NFL to start shaking it and trembling and we start coming out with all these videos, Shilo. He probably don't want to put that much pressure on the new rookies coming out of college doing it, and kind of steal the spotlight from the rookies that Cleveland will have round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5. So if Andrew Berry has done this in the background, he's going to wait till after the NFL draft so that all these rookies can have their spotlights, and Shilo Sanders can go ahead and ride them on with the headlines all the way into rookie minicamp. Come on now, Andrew Berry, I know you watching Tony Talks Vested Up. Is this what you've done in the background? You're just waiting for the NFL draft to be over for you to drop the news that Shilo Sanders have signed 1 year, 2 year, 3 year deal with the Cleveland Browns. Andrew Berry, come on, you know my number. Go ahead and call me in the background. I promise I won't tell the Vestas tomorrow, but I tell them eventually. Come on with it. Please play it, Tony. Dang. Please play it. Oh gosh. Play what, Donna? Remind me. Play what? They can let's see, they add him up. Yes. Oh, the way they add Acho up. Is that what you want me to play? Hold on. Acho is the ultimate. Yes, gosh. Double wrist. Come on with it. I think the NFL, that's what Amber. You know what? I'm gonna contact you behind the scenes, because I'm willing to do this. You better not get me in trouble in Dallas. Okay, you hear what I'm saying? This state is too big for me to get in trouble, okay? But I just said that the NFL would explode. And if the Cleveland Browns have already made that deal, behind the scene, mark my word, they're going to wait till after the NFL draft to drop that news about bringing Shilo Sanders in for 1 year. Because if you don't know, they have already brought in Brian Whiteheart. They picked him back up, and he didn't produce nothing last year. And you mean to tell me this, the Cleveland Browns can't bring Shilo in for 1 year? They picked up all these other free agents. They even brought back Trey Avery for 1 year. They brought back all these free agents they brought in for 1 year for the Cleveland Browns. I know you got a spot for Shilo Sanders. Come on with it now. Come on with it. They sure was talking about him doing the Super Bowl. They're gonna bring up their lawsuit. Hey, listen, everybody got issues. That's just part of life. We in Shilo. Yes, we in Shilo. They're going to bust blood vessels. Child, what? MD, the original MD 2020. Let me tell you one thing. If you didn't watch that live, we covered that live. Before Shilo Sanders got hurt in that Nebraska game, Shilo Sanders was the number two quarterback in the nation with forced fumbles. Okay. Yes, we already discussed that. Matter of fact, you was in that live because that's when you became a Vesta. Oh gosh. Shilo Sanders, the reason why he couldn't cover is because he came back from the surgery too quick. He returned to the field within 30 days. He supposed to have been on recovering for 4 to 6 months. Okay, we already know that. Even you know that, okay? We're going to keep pushing. Shallow senders. Well, we should see. When they okay, I'll play that for you. I'll play that. We need to meet up in Dallas. Okay, hit that gang CEO. Hit that gang CEO. Win shallow. The haters sound so desperate. Put him on special team. Listen, Amber, exactly. Emily. Let me go ahead and play that clip. Now I gotta find that clip. Hold on. Let me find it. Hold on. Because they ate him up. Ooh, they tore him up. Jarvis. Oh yeah. Here we go. Matter of fact, I'm still gonna talk about it next episode too. Let me go ahead and pull that. Let me go ahead and close this up. Come on, Jarvis. Oh, he ate him up. They started off, and if you don't know Jarvis and Fornate, if I'm saying his name wrong, forgive me. But they also have their own show on YouTube. It's called Fourth and South. So go to their channel. Once this is while this is playing, I'm gonna go ahead and find an image and I can put it up while this is playing. Okay, and they started off the rip. They started off. This is a 60-minute video. They started off eating the ocho up. Here you go.
No introduction needed. All right, listen. We gotta get straight into this business right now. Mr. Emmanuel Echo. You see, I messed up a lot of names. I didn't know his name. Obviously, you are nobody. In my world, I don't know your name either, bro. Brother, why you come messing with the Fourth and South boys? Like what? I don't know. He's trying to get it poppin', huh? Like, make this make sense, right? You said, here's his quote. Shedeur can be a franchise QB and give him the benefit of the doubt, but two-time Coach of the Year gets no credit. Coach Stefanski, he gets no credit. You know why? His record is 45 and 56. So you telling me that record he deserved two-time Coach of the Year? Maybe he got it because he was coaching the Cleveland Browns. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I mean, that's how you feeling. Huh? He coached His first year he came in. Yeah. We made some noise. Yeah. Obviously, the years before we hadn't had no success at all. So, it was on.
Now, and if you don't know this, when Emmanuel Acho spoke on these players, they actually played for Kevin Stefanski. So they was just giving their opinion on Kevin Stefanski. And Emmanuel Acho, who also played for the Cleveland Browns, but not Kevin Stefanski, he stepped in some doo-doo. Emmanuel Acho has stepped in some doo-doo with these young men. Okay, let me go ahead and continue to play.
I do think it was fitting and well-deserved. I think it was fitting and well-deserved, right? Especially after some of the seasons that had happened in Cleveland. But I still listen. I'm trying to keep my mind clear. Emmanuel Echo. Was he a starter? No, he wasn't a starter at all. Oh, he was a bench player. Yeah, 100%. It says 33 tackles in your career
and 22 solo.
It says he started 2 games.
Emmanuel Acho, 2 games
in his career.
Go ahead, Acho.
Every NFL analyst they have, he has the biggest resume. I agree. Like, what did you like? And guess what? This is our last time even speaking about you on here, but I had to let you know, like, we not them. You just can't you say, Jarvis had a good career, Leonard was a college. He had 110 tackles, 55 solo tackles, 3 sacks, and he was a 6th-round pick.
Dang.
So listen, brother, what gives you the kahunas to even mention us? You're not in the same lane as us from high school, college, and NFL. I'm just being real. You know, you remind me of what I was thinking of the Boondocks character, Uncle Ruckus.
Oh, most definitely.
He's Uncle Ruckus all over again. Oh my God.
Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Emmanuel Acho better stop playing with these NFL players' name and their reputation because of Kevin Stefanski. Okay, he's done the do. He's got Kevin Stefanski hired in Atlanta. Salute to you, Emmanuel Acho. Like I already told you, I already did that video on Emmanuel Acho. Look, your job is done. Emmanuel Acho is barking up the wrong trees when he's talking about these players, and he'll open up almost can of whoop ass. Okay, you hear what I'm saying? Emmanuel Acho, and that's still in the first 3 minutes of the video. They started addressing Emmanuel Acho, and we got a whole nother 60 minutes. You hear what I'm saying? So I'm gonna finish. Matter of fact, I'm gonna watch that tonight for my homework, and we gonna come back. I'm gonna chop this up, and we gonna talk about this tomorrow. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers spoke very shallow, and this is what we didn't understand why nobody else picked him up, but we knew why. Nobody other team picked them up last year because they were still doing that collusion. But I think the Cleveland Browns, Andrew Berry, I can see Andrew Berry doing that. At least for 1 year. All we need is 1 year and give him some playing time. That's why Acho don't go to the games. Acho. Right? Since I hit that goal with these investors, I'm going to create a membership so we can talk about certain things behind the scenes, right? And because I hit that 1,000 with the investors, listen, you'll be able when I open it up before the draft, if you've been an investor, and I know you've been an investor, you got free membership for life. Anybody else after that window, it's going to be like $1 or $2 or whatever, because I like talking to my investors. But we have to talk about certain things behind the scenes, and some of the things that we need to discuss need to be discussed behind the scenes. So when I create that membership, I'm going to put it out there in the post. So please continue to watch the post, because that's what I'm going to let you know. Go ahead and join the membership for free. And after that, it is what it is. But investors, y'all know who y'all are, okay? And I thank y'all so much for getting me to this point, because we're about to show out in 2026, and I want to show my love and appreciation to all my investors that got me to this point, because we need to talk about some things behind the scenes. You hear what I'm saying? I never pass out. Oh gosh. Can you also check your chat money? Okay, so I know where it went. YouTube is still sitting at YouTube. So YouTube is not going to release it until I reach a certain amount. So with Selmo putting that beautiful gift out there tonight, it's still not going to get me out the threshold. But don't worry about it. Now that I'm fully monetized, I guess whenever I get my first, I don't know, maybe small paycheck, maybe they'll add that to it and then deposit that. But whenever I do get investors, trust me, I would definitely let you know. Okay, investors? This video, whenever you got time, I released it about a month ago, and they got a thumbnail right there. Shiloh Sanders, the need Debo and Joe, and I broke down Debo Harrison's career. Debo Harrison, if you didn't know, I love him. I used to always do a snippet. I need to go back and do the snippets. But Debo Harrison was not even drafted, and he was cut 3 times, and he came back into the NFL, became one of the most highest decorated and the most scariest defensive player ever. Okay, Debo Samuels used to hit people so hard that when the NFL fined him, I think it was $150,000, or it was a subjective amount of money, and then they dropped it down to $75,000. Do you know what he became famous for? He said if he knew that he was going to get fined that much, he said he wished he would have hit him harder or knocked him out cold, because of the Debo Joe used to hit people. I mean, and that's how hard Shiloh hit people. The new Debo and Joe. Come on, Shiloh Sanders. We put it out there, Shiloh Sanders. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Donna C. Thank you, Faith. Thank you all the investors in the chat. Thank you so much. But go ahead and watch that video whenever you get a chance. And we'll talk about that tomorrow. I may even take a snippet out of that. But thank you so much, Vestal. So I'm going to go downstairs and get this ginger ale. Okay, Faith, so you know about him. Yes. Ooh. Debo and Joe. Debo was just like Ryan Clark. When they hit you, this is when the Steelers, what it was called, Sonic Boom or the Battle of the Boom, or they had this name where they was very physical. We'll talk more about it tomorrow. Let me go downstairs and get this ginger ale, hint. This ginger ale, hint. I'm going down to the bar. Make sure I got all of the comments before I end this live. Awesome. And Faith, we're going to go out there on that LOL, that laugh out loud to the Cleveland Browns media, because look what they have done. We coming, okay? All right, Vestals, until next time, make sure you get your notes, your drink, and your vest, because we stay vested up 365 degrees and stay prayed up, okay? Until next time, Vestals, talk to you soon. All right, go to sleep, Vestals. Go to sleep.